Pinehurst, and pleased to be joined again by Director of Grounds and Golf Course Maintenance here at Pinehurst Resort, Bob Farren. And Bob, we had a little something last night that we haven't seen a whole lot of at Pinehurst in the last month or so. Tell us a little bit about what happened and some of the challenges maybe you faced early this morning.
Well, actually, we had gone for quite a while without any rain, and all the gallery yesterday was so dusty. And so we were kind of quietly praying for some rain, but we overprayed perhaps. We had lots of rain last night. And it all came down at one time, almost an inch of rain in about 30 minutes time. Kevin Robinson and the rest of the ground staff did a remarkable job, over 100 people this morning. It did interrupt some of our mowing schedules for fairways and surrounds and all, but the greens were all closely paid attention to and set up for the championship. And most of the rest of the resources were spent on cleaning up debris, breaking the bunkers and putting them back into place, and play resumed on time, and we're ready to go.
Is there anything that was not done this morning that would typically be done, maybe, if it were, that was maybe done on Thursday morning or any other morning that you weren't able to get to today, or, the weather maybe had some sort of impact?
Well, the mowing of the fairways, but there was so much debris on some fairways that we were not able to mow. We spent all of our resources cleaning them. And this afternoon, this evening, we'll resume our normal operations with all of it and be ready to go.
How's the golf course itself? You've been out there, you've walked around. Is it still firm and fast? Are the greens still really firm? How much of a golf playability impact did any of the weather have, if any?
You'll notice some. The players will have some comments. They're probably grateful that it softened up a little bit. The beauty of the sandhills and the fact that the rain came so fast, it wasn't a soaking rain, so we won't lose a lot of firmness. We'll gain that back, what little bit we lost today. And they were actually a little more receptive yesterday, the players commented, and their scores reflected that as well.
A month ago or so, we had 4 inches of rain in a very short amount of time as well, and your team ran out and got everything done, and the golf course was playable very next day. This team that you have, Herculean is probably not even the right word for it. What went on today? Give us a little bit behind the scenes of what this team pulled off this morning.
I can't begin to tell you how proud I am of their effort. I was doing my best just to stay out of the way because they had it orchestrated. I think the 4-inch storm we had 5 weeks ago, yesterday I believe it was probably certainly a good dress rehearsal for that. We anticipated that. And things went into place just as we expected them to, and had pumps in the bunkers and blowers on the fairways and people with rakes doing everything you can imagine. Half a dozen guys on the radio talking back and forth to each other. It was almost like being involved in a football game on the sidelines, and I was glad I was on the sidelines watching it instead of being out in the middle of it.
Tremendous work leading up to the U.S. Open and definitely during play this week, and obviously looking forward to next week. Bob Farren, thanks for joining us today, and we know you're busy, so go do some work.
All right, thanks, Alex.